Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course for any of you lovely cross watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now please keep in mind, Virgo, that these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. You are always welcome on my channel to take what works and leave the rest. So we're jumping right into it today, my loves, and we're gonna see what could be coming towards you in love. First message coming out for Virgo, very interesting. We're starting out today with the Hermit energy, which is actually your energy, Virgo. So this could represent you. It could also represent the person who you're dealing with potentially. So you might be dealing with another Virgo romantically, but it kind of looks like you might be dealing with a frustrating romantic situation right now where the person who you're into, the person who you're involved with has perhaps gone into a bit of a hermit mode. Maybe they've gone quiet. Maybe they're not communicating. Maybe they're not as available as they used to be. So there could be a feeling of a bit of space and distance between you and your person right now. Let's keep going. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo. The moon. Interesting. So it kind of looks like the reason that your person might be distant right now is because there's something going on. This is suggesting that there is something happening that is hidden. Something that you are not aware of, something that they're not talking to you about. There's probably more going on below the surface than what you're aware of. This is saying that your person is probably going through something, they have something happening, they're hiding something. Like there's a situation that they're keeping to themselves. It's probably causing them some stress, probably causing them some anxiety. They're probably not doing a good job of communicating with you about that situation because we do have that Hermit energy. And so what's essentially happening here is that it's leading to a disconnect in the relationship. And you might be sitting here, Virgo, as you're watching this being like, yes, this is so true. Like, I just wish that they would open up to me. I just wish that they would talk to me about what's happening. But for whatever reason, it looks like they could be holding back right now. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo, please. And then the Four of Cups. Wow. You've got someone right now who has some major walls up. The energy could be interchangeable. Maybe this is you, right? Take it if and how it might connect. But the Four of Cups, this is somebody who is emotionally withdrawn from the situation. So I see a big breakdown in communication between you and whoever you're involved with, if you're resonating with the energy today, Virgo, unfortunately, right? They've gone quiet with the Hermit. There's things going on below the surface you're not aware of with the moon. And what are they doing with those feelings? They're pulling back. They're emotionally withdrawing. They're not communicating. They're holding back and putting up walls, maybe even becoming defensive when you try to communicate with them. And so there is a lack of clarity right now about where you stand with this person. That's the overall energy, okay? Bit of a tougher energy state, you guys. So what we're gonna do for the rest of the reading is we're gonna look more at this person and we're gonna look more at you to hopefully give us a bit more clarity about the dynamic and what's going on here. So we're gonna look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what they could be doing. I will look at the same thing for you, and then we'll look at the potential outcome. So let's just kind of see how it goes. So tell me about this person who Virgo is involved with, please. That's interesting. The first card coming out for them is quite a different energy than the overall energy. The Fool is about a brand new beginning, a fresh start, somebody who's saying to you, Virgo, take a leap of faith. So this is giving the vibe that your person might want a fresh start. I mean, maybe after going quiet and not communicating, there's finally going to be a shift in the energy where they come around and they start opening up and they start talking, potentially, but let's keep going. Tell me more, please. The Ace of Swords. Wow. Holy shit. I mean, this is indicating that your person is experiencing some sort of huge wake-up call, some sort of aha moment, some sort of breakthrough. Both of these cards, the Fool and the Ace of Swords, have an element of a brand new beginning. There's very new energy. And the Ace of Swords is a very strong indicator, Virgo, that your person is having a big realization. I think they're starting to realize that the ways that they've been holding back, neglecting the relationship, being distant, not communicating, and hiding their feelings are not working, obviously. But the good thing that I'm seeing is that they're waking up to this and they're realizing that that is not sustainable. Like, it's not sustainable to have a relationship with somebody who's not going to communicate with you, right? And so I think they're having an epiphany here. They might even be coming towards you with some sort of explanation with that Eight of Swords to really kind of clear the air and start to explain what's been going on. You could get them communicating with you sooner than expected with this energy. Wow. Tell me more. Three of Pentacles. Holy smokes, you guys. This energy is bananas. Three of Pentacles. I've said to you before, this to me is the card of counseling. This is just how I look at it in the tarot. That's my personal opinion, because it's a card of teamwork. It's a card of working together to solve a problem. It indicates that your person wants to work on things with you. This is not the energy of somebody running away, disconnecting. This is someone who's coming towards you and being like, maybe I've been kind of a shithead, Virgo, but like, I love you and I want to work on things. And obviously, there are many different ways to work on our relationship. One of them could be going to counseling. There could be many other things that can happen to repair the connection and make it stronger. But I definitely see that there is a willingness here on your person's part to want to make things better between the two of you. It's like they have this wake-up call and they're like, I really want to put in the effort now to make things work with Virgo and I. And hopefully with that Ace of Swords, they're going to be open with you about whatever was hidden with the moon, right? It's a general reading, so it's going to be different for each of you, but I do think that they might actually start talking about what they were holding back, which can help give you clarity as well to what's going on in this situation. Okay, so let's see what they could be feeling. I mean, that's significant, you guys. Two of Cups is a soulmate card. Is your person just literally waking up to the fact that if they don't get their act together, they could lose you and they're going to lose their soulmate? That's kind of what it feels like. Soulmate, life partner, true love, whatever kind of terminology you want to use. But I mean, this does not show up in somebody's feelings unless they have big feelings for you, Virgo. Okay, so they love you. They definitely do. Tell me more, please, about what they could be feeling. The Three of Wands, guess what? They also see a future with you. This is the card of thinking of the bigger picture, looking ahead. You can literally see this person is looking out on the horizon. This represents your person looking ahead and imagining the future that they see between the two of you. Tell me more, please. King of Wands. Holy shit. Okay, guys, the overall energy was challenging, but like literally as we're getting into your person's energy specifically, this is some good stuff. So we got the King of Wands, which is fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So potentially you're dealing with a fire sign. Guess what? They're passionate about you. They're attracted to you. They're confident in the connection. It just feels like there's been some sort of massive shift that is happening for your person right now. And they're just like, I don't want to lose Virgo. I don't want to lose this connection. I better start stepping it up dramatically, you know? Let's see what actions they could be taking. Justice. Wow. It's like it just keeps getting better and better. You could be dealing with a Libra. Guess what? I think you could be getting a big apology coming your way, Virgo. Justice can sometimes show up when somebody has done an injustice to us. They've hurt us, right? Guess what hurts us? When our partner goes cold and doesn't communicate and shuts down, right? I think they're coming in to explain because, again, this is Libra energy, which is an air sign, which is associated with communication, and it is a card of making amends. So I think they're coming towards you with an exclamation. I don't know why I said that. Maybe they're enthusiastically coming towards you with an exclamation. I was going to say explanation, slip of the tongue, but they're coming towards you with an explanation. They're wanting to talk, they're wanting to explain, and they're wanting to say sorry for the ways in which they've let you down. Okay, tell me more about what actions they could be taking. The Empress, totally just wanting to love and nurture the connection, show you how much they want to be here with you. Maybe for some of you, depending on what your goals are, if you know a family is what you want, it definitely looks like they're on board because the Empress is pregnant. Tell me more, please, about what actions they could be taking right now. Eight of Wands. Wow. This energy is like seriously wild, you guys. So Eight of Wands is a very quick moving energy. It's very fast. It's like if you're in a place right now with this person, Virgo, where you're feeling frustrated because they've been shut down and things have not been moving forward, we are getting like the biggest, most massive turnaround energy for your person in this reading, okay? Eight of Wands is very fast. So it's like this could be happening sooner than you expect. They could be turning things around sooner than you expect. They could be stepping it up sooner than you expect. This is a strong energy of communication. So we're seeing a lot of that energy of them finally being ready to communicate, wanting to explain so that the two of you can move forward towards this future that they're ultimately envisioning for the two of you. Wow. Okay. Let's look at you. So tell me about Virgo's energy right now. Okay. I mean, first card coming out for you is the Ace of Wands. Another ace, I think you're very attracted to them, Virgo. I think you find them very physically desirable. There's a great spark between the two of you, right? So I think on the one hand, it's like, yeah, maybe they've been distant, maybe they haven't been as available to you, but it doesn't change the fact that you're kind of crazy about them, right? Tell me more, please. Two of Wands, yeah. But there has been some uncertainty. Two of Wands is kind of like, are we going this way? Are we going that way? Like, where do we stand? What are we doing? That makes sense if your person's been not as communicative, right? I do think that's going to change, but I do think it's been a bit of a confusing energy for you because you're like, I feel there's so much love and passion, but I'm not totally sure with that Two of Wands, like where we're headed right now. I think clarity is coming, but I do think it's been a bit uncertain for you. Tell me more, please. And then the Six of Swords, yeah. I mean, Six of Swords to me is a transitional energy. It's about moving away from rocky waters. And so I think you're just holding out hope that this is just a tough moment within the connection and that the two of you will be able to move past it. I think that's kind of where your head is at right now, Virgo. Okay, so what could Virgo be feeling? Four of Pentacles, holding on. I don't want to let them go. I don't want to lose them. I don't want to lose out on the connection, right? Tell me more about what Virgo could be feeling, please. Ace of Cups. I feel like we're just getting like all of the aces. So a tarot deck, by the way, has 4 aces. Look how many cards are left, by the way. 3 of the 4 aces have already come out in the reading. Lots and lots of energy of a fresh start because aces are about fresh starts, new beginnings. The Ace of Cups in particular is about that emotional connection, starting to open up emotionally, starting to deepen that connection, starting to be more vulnerable with each other. And I think that's actually really important here because if your person's been holding back, this might be a good indicator that the two of you are starting to connect more on that emotional and vulnerable level as they start to open up, which is going to ultimately create a deeper level of intimacy for you guys. Tell me more, please. And then the Page of Wands. I think we've already established that you guys are very attracted to each other. I think that I'm feeling really hopeful, you guys. Like if things have been feeling tough and heavy in this connection, I feel like there is a much lighter, more happy, playful energy coming towards you guys. I really do, especially with that Page of Wands here. So let's see what actions you could be taking. King of Pentacles, yeah. I honestly think this is your energy, by the way, King of Pentacles, Earth energy. You've been trying to just stay steady and stable. And I think that you've been maybe trying to even be the rock for them, letting them know I'm here for you when you're ready. Like, I think you've been very mature. And again, we've already said this, but like, it does suck when our partner is not communicating and shuts down. But I think you've been looking at it and being like, I don't like it, but I trust that they are going to open up when they're ready. And I'm just going to continue to be that steady, stable energy and show them that I'm here when they're ready, right? What other actions could Virgo be taking? The Strength card. Yeah. I think, first of all, I think you have very strong feelings for this person. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo. But I also think that because this is showing up in your actions, you're actively doing things to strengthen the connection, you know? You're doing things to improve the relationship. You're taking mature steps to move things forward. And I feel like as your person comes towards you and starts to open up, you're very open to it, right? Because I think what happens sometimes is, you know, when our partner shuts down and then they finally start coming towards us, one approach is that we can be super bitter and be like upset and be like, I'm so mad, and like give them a really hard time. But another way is that we could be really understanding, right? Like we can convey that didn't make me feel good, that hurt me, but I also understand where you're coming from. I think what I'm trying to say here, Virgo, is I feel that you're really approaching this in a very mature way with this person. It's like, you know that something's been weighing on them. It doesn't feel good. And I think you're going to say that, like, it doesn't feel good when you shut down. And we need to talk about how to make sure that doesn't happen in the future. But also, I'm here for you. So let's talk about it. So there's a lot of maturity I feel for you. Tell me more. And then the Five of Swords. Interesting. That's actually super interesting, you guys, because the Five of Swords can indicate external influences that are causing negativity in our lives. So maybe even part of the issue here is that there's been like some negativity or drama, or maybe even like other people perhaps who have kind of been trying to meddle in the relationship. Maybe your person's been trying to protect you from some of that energy. Maybe somebody's been trying to cause problems. Like maybe an ex has been causing problems for them and they're like, I don't want to talk to Virgo because I don't want to freak Virgo out. And they're trying to deal with it on the side, right? Again, I'm not saying it's okay. I think they should talk to you about it, but this does kind of indicate the importance of not letting external negative energy come in and mess with the dynamic between you and your person, because at the end of the day, the dynamic is between the two of you. It's up to the two of you to build the relationship you desire and to navigate conflicts together. There is a little bit of a suggestion that whatever is going on that's been challenging might be some negative external energy. And if that's the case, that's probably a situation where either you or your person need to set boundaries, right? Okay, so moment of truth. Let's see what the potential outcome is here. Absolutely beautiful. And we're absolutely going to take that. So the outcome here is the Temperance card, Sagittarian energy. You know what this is? It's a beautifully balanced, calming, peaceful energy. This to me feels like, just like relaxing into a relationship, that sense where we feel very easy together, very peaceful. We know the relationship is good. Sometimes I feel like this can represent that unconditional love between two people. And it's also an energy of balance. So if there has been an imbalance, if things have felt a little bit off because of the reasons we talked about, this is actually an amazing indicator, Virgo, that things are going to be moving into a much greater sense of peace and balance and stability within the connection. So I got to be honest, you guys, like when I first pulled the overall energy, I was like, I don't know how this is going to go, because this could have easily gone the other direction where it's like they keep shutting down and pushing you away and maybe it doesn't work out. That's not actually what we saw. We actually saw somebody here having a big wake-up call, realizing they don't want to lose you, and then actively taking steps to repair things in order to bring the connection into a much greater sense of balance. So this reading today is suggesting movement in a pretty positive direction, as far as I can see, towards bringing that stability back into the connection and getting to a place where the two of you can focus on that love that you're really building together and growing together, and starting to get excited about the future as you get this kind of heavy energy out of the way. So that's what I see for you today, Virgo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And of course, I wish you love, I wish you happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.